What's up YouTube, I'm Mike. Today I'm back with a quick update on my current spring cycle with Anadrol, Test, and Primo. I have been reporting thus far basically nothing but good results. I've been feeling great in the gym, great just in my day-to-day life, lots of energy intensity, my strength is going up, my weight is going up, my aesthetic is looking better than, well, probably not better than ever, but certainly on par with where I was at some of the best that I have been, if that makes any sense. But today, and really honestly the last couple of days, I've been noticing a negative side effect that I want to be very transparent about. Because often I get on here and I sing the praises of a compound, and especially with orals, when I'm not on them for a very long time, sometimes I can sort of gloss over the negatives, and I'm afraid I've been doing that a little bit recently with the Anadrol. So what I've been experiencing is that on gym days or any day that I'm staying very active all day long, I feel fucking amazing. When I take the Anadrol in the morning, I definitely feel the come up very acutely. It gives me a ton of energy. Sometimes it's really more than is comfortable. And it's not so much like caffeine kind of energy. It's really honestly more amphetamine-like in the sense that it seems to really spin up my brain. And if I have nothing to invest my focus in, it can become a bit overwhelming. So during the day when I'm sitting around like working on content for YouTube, or I'm researching something for our RV that we're trying to figure out, like we're changing directions there, we're trying to figure out what we're going to be doing as far as traveling in the near future. Basically when I'm sitting sort of idle around the house, I notice that the intensity level in my brain is really kind of uncomfortable. It borders on mania or even just intense anxiety. Like I don't feel nervous, but I just feel like overamped. Like if you've ever done amphetamines and been up for a while and just sort of overamped, that's what it feels a bit like when I have nothing to invest my energy in. When I go to the gym, or if I'm working on a project, or I'm working in the yard, or anything that's taking my focus, then I feel really good, really driven, and I feel like I could just go forever. And so what is really difficult is getting the rest that I need, because I want to be in the gym every single day. It's very trend-like. And so on the days like today that I was forced to take a day off because I've been training a lot, I'm having a little pain in my shoulder and I don't want to push it too hard. And so I went from basically not training at all to back to at least 4 days a week really quickly. My strength is going up really rapidly, and I think that the joints and ligaments are just not being able to keep up with that. And so I need to force myself into more rest. But it's difficult when I'm sitting here just like kind of high strung. And so I've been trying to just chill tonight, play some video games, help my wife work on her YouTube channel. I was trying to shoot some different content that I'm making now. And in fact, I sat down to do a video about how my wife and I met, which is kind of a crazy story. And I just couldn't get it off. Like I couldn't harness my focus long enough to just stay on one track. And so I would just want to be honest about that experience that I'm having and really see if anyone else has had this. I want to be clear that I'm not blaming this on the Anadrol. The Anadrol definitely seems to have an effect because I can feel it come up and I can feel it go down. When it starts to taper off in the afternoons, I feel lethargic and I feel kind of run down. And then when I take my second dose, I get that come up again and I start feeling full of life and excited and driven. And then again in the evening when it starts to taper off, I feel less than 100%. So the Anadrol is definitely having an effect, but I don't know if the general mania or anxiety is due to the Anadrol or if it's just the fact that adding 50 milligrams of Anadrol put in another 350 milligrams on this cycle, and so I'm up over the 1 gram per week total androgen load. And obviously, when you're driving your sympathetic nervous system to that degree, the effects that I'm reporting are probably to be expected. Unfortunately, I broke my fucking Fitbit, so I have not been able to track my resting pulse rate or any of the other metrics that I'm used to tracking. The damn strap broke and it fell face down on the concrete and shattered the fucking screen. So I haven't been able to track all the usual metrics. And at this gram, basically a gram of total androgens, I'm feeling a lot of that sympathetic nervous system drive. Fortunately, it's not affecting my sleep. I have been sleeping well, so I should be recovering You know, everything should be in line. I just don't know whether the effects that I'm having are due to the Anadrol or the total androgen load. So again, we're at about the 2-week mark on the Anadrol. I'm probably going to run it for 6 weeks total, maybe 4 if I don't start feeling better. And then I'm going to have a decision to make on whether or not to drop the Primo. That is something that I've been weighing back and forth for a while. I was going to do 500 milligrams of test, 50 milligrams of Tren at least to start. I had somebody ask me in the comments the other day, is 50 milligrams of Tren really enough? If you're watching this video, please go back and watch some of the other videos that I've made, because I've talked extensively about cruising on 50, excuse me, there's my burp, cruising on 50 milligrams of Tren, and it is definitely powerful. I may make a new video on that because I've had quite a few new subscribers over the past month or so the channel's been growing in a positive direction. So I may revisit some of my older content just to refresh it. And for any of you guys who are watching and don't want to dig through the history, I'll go into the Tren a little bit, the low dose Tren a little bit more, and back that up with some studies that I found. So anyway, like I said, I want to keep this video short. I'm curious in the comment section, does anybody else feel what I'm feeling on Anadrol? Do you feel this type of experience? Do you have this type of experience when you're pinning a gram or more of total androgens a week? Or am I just a pussy? Like, what is it? I don't know. I feel really, really good on gym days, and then the days off, I just struggle to find enough focus. So please, in the comment section, let me know what you think about that. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.